We all know capes are so famous in superhero genre, but why? And what does it depict? And who started this genre in entertainment industry? To understand more about this, first we have to dive into the history of capes in fashion. The fashion of capes spread throughout the world from old classic Hollywood to Bollywood, and even in K-pop, Chinese movies and cartoons.
Maybe now you'll consider wearing a cape to prevent these things.
Man, I ain't wearing no cape. These boys stop I don't wear cape.
Yes, but they have hair and skirts to blow.
But early 90s are not the starts for capes for fashion. It all starts from the medieval time. An ancient French word, cloque, is thought to derive from Latin word cloaca, meaning cape. One of the earliest account of cape came from a costume plate that dated back to 10,066. Now fast forward to Roman Empire, which used the cape to protect their soldiers from bad weathering on the march or during the sentry duty. And after that, in 13th, 14th and 15th century, French, Germans, Russians and British kings used to wear capes to portray their legacy throughout the kingdom. They wear thick cotton cloth with golden borders. That's when people started to see cape as in symbolic way. After that, the capes become very common in medieval Europe. But you may ask, who started capes fashion in entertainment industry? You see, back in early 90s, superhero Zorro comics suddenly became popular. A man with a black cape saving people, and it portrayed a royalness and legacy for superhero comics. Now, fast forward to 1938 when a newly branded comic company, Action Comics, published their first comic, Superman. A man with a red cape saving people's life. Soon enough, Superman comic rapidly became one of the best comic in the world. And in 1940s, the Action Comics decided to change their name and become the very well-known DC Comics. And soon after, they rapidly published their best superhero comics of all time, like Batman, Captain Marvel aka today's Shazam, and Martian Manhunter. On the other side, the company called Marvel, which will soon to be very well known, also published their superhero with capes like Doctor Strange, Vision, Thor, and just like that, cape become the key point for superhero genre. And capes even become a fashion for characters, legacy, and royalty for the whole Hollywood. Capes used for Darth Vader, Homelander, Omni-Man, and shows and movies are based on medieval European stories like in Game of Thrones. We can see that the cape of Cersei, Jon Snow, Daenerys, and Lord of Westeros wearing a type of cape that only covers the shoulders, known as a ferraiolo, which was most famous in Europe. Even in movies like Outlaw King and The King shows us the most used cape. But as the days went by, the capes become a part of fashion, like parachute for Batman, the symbol for Superman, fashion for Homelander, the legacy for Darth Vader, and shield for the Moon Knight. And now you know why capes are so symbolic and important for superheroes, and the evolution of cape from the medieval kings to movies and from comics to superheroes. I tried my best to cover everything, so if you really enjoyed the video, then please like it, and if you want more content of this, then do subscribe. And thanks for watching.